welcome to Natalie's World of Cooking. Today we're making some 80/20 beef mince for hamburgers. As you can see, we've diced up some partially frozen beef. Two different cuts. You want a leaner cut and a fattier cut. You can use whatever you like, but my recommendation would be that you use something that's a cheaper cut, not too expensive. You are mincing it up, you're not eating it as a steak per se, so it would be a waste to, let's say, mince up a New York strip or a ribeye that's highly marbled, etc. That's like $60 a kilo. These are more like, $10, $15 a kilo sort of stuff. Any leftover beef you have off cuts in the freezer are great. What you want to do to make this process easier to mince, you want to grab your cuts, put them in a freezer bag and partially freeze them for 1 to 2 hours. The reason for that is if you are to mince them when they're not partially frozen, you would risk crushing them, turning into mush essentially. Also, when you're cutting them, it will be a lot easier to get them into cubes when they're partially frozen, so you're struggling a lot less. You want them roughly this size, they're about 1 inch to ½ inch thick, roughly, which is the perfect size to go into here, which will be your grinder. As you can see, the hole is only so big. So yeah, we're gonna be doing these. We've got the attachment on the KitchenAid. We got this as a Christmas present from the wife, thank you very much. We've attached it to the front and we've tightened it on. That's the food holder. We're going to be feeding it in here. And as we do, we're going to set this to speed 4. Speed 4 is what KitchenAid recommends for all meat mincing. So that's your pork, chicken and beef and lamb, all on speed 4. Not lower, not higher. So we're going to give this a shot. This will be our first time using it. And yeah, I guess it'll be a review of this and the process of getting ground beef. Here we've got the coarse attachment as well, before I forget. Coarse is the best way to go. You get 2 attachments, the fine attachment and the coarse attachment. Coarse is the best way to go for any ground mince or any mince for that fact. So that one there. So we'll get this going and fingers crossed it doesn't blow up in our faces. Yeah? Cool. That's on 4 now. As you can see, that's set on 4. Wearing gloves, always be clean because you are dealing with mince. So you want to make sure that you are not contaminating the meat because the inside and the outside are now all mixed together. Alright, so we're going to load things up here. Alright, with the handle. Yeah.
So you need to start putting a few pieces in before it really starts mincing. So don't be afraid of there's a bit of silence at the start, like, oh my god, is it working? Have I jammed it? It's working, it's magic. It's got to feed it in through here and then through the gears, etc. So give it some time. And you want a consistent flow of mince. You don't really want it to stop. And always use your food pusher. Safest way, don't use your fingers. You don't want any human flesh in your mince. Unless you're into that kind of thing, which would be weird. Now we're getting a really nice mince effect here. Exactly what you want for beef mince. Like I said, you want about 20% fat and 80% lean. So that'll give you 80/20, which is a perfect blend for the beef. And as you can see, this is pretty much why you don't want to go any thicker cuts. You don't want to jam up the strip, and you want a consistent flow of beef coming up. So we're doing roughly about 1 kilo's worth. We've got a good 50-50 mix here of lean and fatty beef. And it's going all really good. So far the KitchenAid attachment for the food grinder is giving a really, really nice blend. There we go. There we go. Like that. Which will make plenty of burger patties. I mean, a kilo's worth, that's a lot. If your rough patties between 180 to 250 grams, that's still 4 patties, that's 4 burgers, single burgers, 2 doubles. But you've got it, of course, for anything else, pastas, any other dishes. It really is a lot better to mince your own meat as to buy store-bought. You know what you're putting in, and you can get the flavor consistency you like. You can pretty much combine any cuts you like until you find the blend you like. At a butcher, it's whatever offcuts they have remaining from all sorts of beef. They're not going to waste anything, which is fine. Nor should you ever waste food, ever. But having full control of what you eat, I think is really, really good. You know what goes in and you know what goes out. So yeah, so far we're nearly done with the kilo of beef mince. As you can see, it hasn't taken very long. The challenge, I guess, for this is cleaning, but as long as you maintain the equipment and clean it well, make sure there's no meat scraps left in within the grinding components, this thing should last you forever. Decades. Last piece.
There we go. Down a bit. As you can see right there, we've got an insane amount of beef mince. And that's the last of it. So we'll probably let this run just a little bit just to get the final pieces out. But don't be sad if there's a few strains of meat left inside. They're not going to get grinded up. They're essentially too small, which is okay. You don't really lose much. It's less probably than a gram worth of mince or meat left inside. But yeah, you can see that beautiful bright red mince, beef mince. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's our tutorial on how to grind your own beef mince, 80-20 for burgers or anything else that you want to use. 80-20 is a fantastic blend for a whole wide range of dishes. And it's done on the Kitchenaid artisan attachment. And yeah, hope you enjoyed and hope this helped you out a bit. We'll catch you on the next one. See ya.